I'm sorry, y'all, but I am back. My internet dropped. But anyway, this is part two uh, of Love After Lockup, season 4, episode 33, Sex, Lies, and Prison Wives. You can check my playlist to see part one. I lost my internet, lost my connection. So everybody that was watching it, I don't know what happened. Apparently, I lost my internet altogether. So I'm actually on my hotspot right now, and then I'm on hold with AT&T because they have a 14-minute wait time. So I don't know if everything is out with AT&T in my area. Um, but hotspot it is. I'm back, y'all. So anyway, let's pick up where we left off. We can't even beat her because she's so insecure. So we're going to Derek and Monique.
I love Derek.
We were talking about Skyler and Nathan, and I like Antina. That's what I was saying before. Because Antina was keeping it real, and that having your addict girlfriend get out of prison when you're a recovering addict, you just got out of prison is not a good idea.
I love
and so
I wanted us.
Now we're to Derek and Monique, and then Monique went there to go pick up Derek, and his family's there, and they want to see him first. So I don't know what the argument was about, but
I feel like he will be so
whatever.
hurt, so upset if I'm not sitting out there waiting on him. It's just like, he's my man, so I'm going back.
So she left, her and her friend left, and so now they're going.
One of my friends with body, hair, weave, makeup, lashes. You came with a clown face.
No, they is clowning Monique hard. They talking about she came with a clown face, talking about she is not attractive. Oh, they are clowning her bad. Like, I don't agree with that.
How you doing, baby?
So here comes Derek, and he's out with his bag. And then Derek is really little, y'all. He really little, y'all. Like, he's shorter than her, smaller than her. Like, he is really little. Like, this is weird.
So good. He's so close to her now. First time ever held hands.
Oh.
What's up, sis?
Hey, how you doing?
It just looks weird. Like, he looked like a little kid, and then the sisters in the family are in the car.
She's a little bit more than what I thought she was.
Derek said she's a little bit more than what I thought.
That was fine. I knew what I was getting into when I met her, and we talked about this. So
and he said it's fine that he knew what he was getting into.
I'm pretty strong. So
he said he's pretty strong. And Derek don't even. Okay, let me tell you. After all the weights and the fitness that Derek is talking about, I expected him to be like this real big swole ass fucking dude. All that shit he talk about lifting weights in prison, and he looked like he about 5'6" and looked like he weighed probably $105 and some change. Where's the body at? I thought he was supposed to be like, he looked like a normal skinny dude.
The hardest thing.
I mean, I don't see where it's like.
Away from my family.
I'd guess he's GSP say he 5'3". Yeah, maybe. Let's see Chris's brother.
What's up, Bryson?
Her nephew.
At my time, I thought it was the worst thing that ever happened to me. The judge, she gave me 87 months. Like, you give me all that time. I ain't kill nobody. I ain't rob nobody. I ain't do this. I ain't do that. I was just selling drugs. I've been selling drugs since I was 13. Some kid in school was selling candy. I was selling weed.
We had to come. I know you didn't want us to come.
It's all good.
We good. We didn't want to leave you in our time.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Like, he little. And then, like I said, I'm just shocked. He's... And then Monique, did she button her pants up? Because
Monique. Please, this Monique. Bryson, this Monique right here. Ariana, this Monique. That's my girl. That's my round with.
The sister like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Like,
she's my rock. I love her with all my heart.
He says he love her with all her heart. Okay.
I did. Yeah, Monique is bigger than me.
He talking about, yeah, Monique is bigger than me,
And it might be everybody else's preference, but cool with me.
He says it's cool with him. Is it really cool with him?
I'm happy to finally see you.
Do I look like my picture?
Yeah, you look like your pictures.
He is lying. He talking about, yeah, you like your picture. Derek is lying, y'all. The look on his face is like, the moment Derek get a hold of some young tenderoni. The moment Derek finds some pretty young thing, he gonna be like, oh well, hey. Yeah. I mean, the moment I just don't see Derek sticking around for too long.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Mom, y'all need to allow that in class?
No. Y'all three get in the bed.
Okay, so back to Justine and Michael. Like, this is just weird. He looked shocked. Poor Derek looked traumatized. He looked shocked. He was just looking like he was trying to be polite and make the best of the situation. So I really appreciate him, like, not being rude and not being an asshole about it. But you could tell by the look on his face that he was just like, yeah, okay.
I'm not gonna take away from the kids. You act like one conversation is gonna take away from the kid.
Like, you act like the one conversation needs to be done right now.
It needs to. This is gonna set the
So
foundation.
Justine and Mike already arguing in front of the kids. I'm not gonna sit here and argue in front of my children.
I know nothing about Mocha. You know, that's his friend, but this is Mike's first day.
So I guess he's trying to do some business with Mocha, his friend.
Any other day,
but
today.
She's saying that the friends can wait, that they there to visit family and see family.
Just so many people are gonna be there, man.
And Mike is up here sweating because so many people gonna be there. I don't understand what's going on.
To see my kids for the first time.
Hey, AK, how are you? How are you feeling? I thought about you just the other day. Just yesterday, I was like, damn, it's New Year's. I was like, damn, I should send AK a message. I was going to send you a message tomorrow and be like, Happy New Year, girl. What you doing? But I'm glad that you're here. AK, I hope you're doing good. How's your recovery and everything? Hope you're doing all right. And, okay, so Mike and Justine got this big, like, welcome home.
Oh, my God, it's Michael.
And the mom seems okay, and then he has a younger brother. Then Michael's mom seems shocked. Did she not know that her son was getting out of prison? I'm confused. Moving along with recovery, it's tough, but you're making it. Okay, you got this. You can be strong and tough and recovering, girl. I hear you. Like, I hear you. I'm going to pause it real quick. I'm 36 minutes and 42 seconds in this episode.
See my kids for the first time.
And so it seems like Michael really do love his kids. And that's nice. I mean, I'm glad that he has a relationship with his children. That's good. But AK, I hope you get better, girl. You know, it's 2023. I put it on pause. You know, it's a new year. You know, it's time for new beginnings. I've had a good holiday, a good holiday. You know, some hiccups. But I don't know. It's 2023. I'm gonna do a video about, you know, going to recap of what happened in 2022. I'm gonna do that video. We're gonna talk about like what kind of topics and things that happened throughout the year that was in the news and in media. And then, you know, we're just gonna shoot the shit and just talk about what's gonna go on for 2023. What's new for my channel? What's new for me? I got a lot of things going on in my personal life right now that is difficult. Not a lot of things, but one particular thing that's hard. That's that I've been going through for, I mean, off and on for like 2 years, been issues and, you know, in my relationship. And, you know, I'm just kind of like tired. So I'm just tired, y'all. I'm just tired.
Makes you feel like you've been brought back from the dead.
I'm just tired. So I think it's time for a change. Yeah, I know, AK. I definitely got to come through for the House of the Dragon discussion. I can't wait I miss House of the Dragon. I'm ready for some more Game of Thrones action and intrigue. Like I want something. Waiting for something. Michael's father. Oh, Michael's father. Okay, his father showed up. Okay, he looked like his dad. And his sister. And his mom. This is sweet. Like the whole family that came out and happy that Michael's home.
After so long of not being able to embrace them that way. Because even when they come see me, I can't hug them for that long. You know, I can't cry with them like that. Especially when you're in jail and people can't see you. You know what I mean? They think you're soft because like that. So when I used to see my family in there, I used to kind of like, hey, what's up? Tough love type.
Oh, okay. He was come seeing him that he couldn't able to really express
like that.
How much he loved them and because he, it's very emotional for him. It's a lot of red. It's a lot of red.
All this time that we've been separated.
I'm praying and hoping that you never go back there, right? No more crazy idea, no more following nobody.
Yeah, I hope Michael don't go back to jail. You like Justine and Mike? I don't like. Here comes Mocha, the guy that like that you were talking to. Mocha, his best friend. Why you like Justine and Mike GSP? I don't like Justine and Mike. I listen to the Auntie's advice and she talking about certain couples. Like, I don't like none of these people on these shows because I think all these fucking people are crazy, and I can't deal with crazy. Like, I can deal with a certain amount of crazy, but I think all these people are fucking crazy. So I can't deal with the fact that I think these people got a fucking screw loose for dating somebody who's in prison, talking to somebody in prison, investing their time and energy for years in somebody in prison, moving somebody in the house with their kids that's been in prison that you just met. I don't like that. I find that shit distasteful as fuck. Like, if they ain't got no kids, then I'm a little bit more easier on, like Ashley and Travis. Ashley's annoying, but I good. Monique and Derek, I don't like them either because I think they both lying to each other, but okay, they both delusional. Delusion is one thing. But like I said, when people have kids, especially young children, and you're doing shit like this, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like Ty and her situation with shit with her kids. Justine and Michael are just okay, but I don't like none of these people on none of these fucking shows. I can't think of one couple that I would have been like, oh, I really like that couple, blah, blah. I don't know how people could say liking good for TV liking. Like, I understand why YouTubers are more gravitate towards certain couples because it makes for good TV. Just because it makes for good TV and have stuff for people to write about and talk about, that's what I just find that very self-serving and selfish. I don't like none of these couples. I just like it takes a lot for me to like. I don't like none of these people on these shows. None of these people on this show give me a feeling like somebody I would. When I say like somebody, to me it has to be somebody that I would be cool with or that I could see myself kicking it with or being friends with. The only person on this show so far that I think I'd be friends with is probably Aunt Tina. Everybody else just seemed like they would be like the friend that I would have to yell at all the time and be like, girl, if you lost your fucking mind, girl, you delusional. The only person I like on this whole motherfucking show so far is Aunt Tina. That's the only bitch I can see that I would be like, I would go cool with. I go have some vodka with. I go have a drink with. Aunt Tina, call a bitch. That's the only person that's keeping it real. I like people who keep it real. And none of these people keep it real. To me, they living in like this fantasy world that I just don't understand because I don't live my life like that. Like, I'm a real motherfucker. Like, I'm a realist. Like, I'm a glass half empty kind of bitch. So these people to me seem crazy.
Ashley is my parole address for the next.
So Justine and Mike to me are corny. They dressing alike and shit like they 15-year-old. That's corny to me.
For beach.
Then they're arguing in front of kids. I don't like that. I just don't like it. I don't like that so far. I mean, I like the fact that Michael's a father. I love that. I love the fact that he's involved in his kids' life. He loves his children. He sees his children I have. I like that. But
missing people.
And here come Mocha looking like boo-boo food. Where is Cameron and Eris at? I don't like them either. Like, I don't like Eris and I don't like Cameron. But they on here now.
I'm so close to my family. but I.
Travis said he is close to his family, but he ain't talking about me. So we talking about Travis and Ashley.
It makes me over the moon happy.
Yeah, don't argue. Don't. The matching clothes is corny. It's like shit motherfuckers used to do when they was 15. Like, I don't like that.
I work my ass off trying to get it later.
Yeah, you arguing in front of the kids already? You just got out of prison like 2 days ago.
It's definitely gonna be the best place I've ever been.
Like, I'm not listening to her arguing with. I don't like that shit. Like that's not somebody likable to me.
I get used to this door.
So Ashley and Travis is finally back in Florida at home.
Yeah, nice.
And then the dog, which is like her baby. I get it. My cat's like my baby. And then Travis is wearing GSP right, wearing compression socks. Why the fuck is he wearing compression socks?
Yeah, let me see.
All right, just put that right there.
Travis, to me, like I said, it just the whole time. He just seems like he just happy to be out. He happy to be free, which he should be. He's been locked up for years, so he should be happy to be free.
I put so much work into making the house a home for Travis.
Show me the rest. Yeah.
I had to furnish the house.
The dog is looking
completely myself. So I've spent quite a bit of money.
Oh, this is the grill?
Okay, I'm confused. Okay, Ashley talking about she had to spend a lot of money furnishing the house. So, bitch, were you living in a house with no furniture? I'm confused. I had to spend a lot of money furnishing the house. Okay, normally you live in a house, you have furniture in the house. So I don't understand what that means. I spent a lot of money furnishing the house. So you were sitting up in a house with no furniture? Girl, what? Like, okay. Yeah, that's kind of when you have a house or an apartment, you have to put furniture in it. That's congratulations. You want a prize? I mean, I have a house. I have a bed. I have a living room. I mean, damn, Ashley.
In prison, I did propose.
The house was empty except for Xanax and wine. Maybe so. Maybe she was sitting in a house with no furniture. Maybe she had a motherfucking mattress on the floor, some rugs. Like, girl, what? What kind of house was you living in?
I'm waiting to reacclimate to society and get my life in order. Ashley, over time, did send me money to.
He said Ashley did send him money to get by in prison. I bet she did, Travis. I bet Ashley did send you money.
You know, I want to be back.
Probably lots of money.
Terms with her. Right now, she has her life in order, and
the empty house because she old though. Ashley knows something. She's acting.
Everything that I've said to her that I will be. I mean, look at all this stuff. This is amazing. It's like Christmas for the newly released.
I keep jewelry nice and secure. You have to watch it from mommy.
And then she talking to the dog. What girl talking about keep the jewelry secure? Girl, sit down.
I do not trust Derek. He could just leave her. I'm a little nervous.
Okay, so then we're gonna come back to Derek and Monique.
Well, I will never family at all.
Because Monique saying that she does not like Derek's family, which is weird because they just met. So why would you not? I mean, they didn't really do anything.
Feel good.
How you doing, Derek?
That's me. What's up? And it's been over a year since the last time I watched.
So Derek is going to the hair place.
In prison, they didn't really have good products in there
to get his hair done, which is cool.
So I just kept it like it was, let it grow out.
You brought the whole family, I said.
Yeah, brought the whole family.
His transformation.
I need all that.
This is just some hood shit that I'm just like, girl, what?
Listen, talk to you.
Oh my God. I'm like, girl, what?
This is so weird. Like, nobody's talking, nobody's saying.
Yeah, nobody's talking, nobody's saying anything. Okay, that's not weird. Yeah, like I said before, Calandra is not Monique's friend. She's Monique's sister.
It's kind of weird being in front of people who's just mad, not really, had a conversation.
So it's a conversation that you want to have?
More of a meet and greet instead of a meet and speak.
I feel like everybody took how.
Why are we talking like this in front of children? Am I missing something? Like, is this the way that people raise their kids? They just talk about anything in front of their children? Girl.
It was more so like Derek knows I have a lot of anxiety, and this is like our first time meeting, so it was like I didn't want to meet him and y'all at the same time.
Well, shit. Yeah, I'm just like,
kind of tell that's like fall back for somebody. It's like, damn, you know.
Yeah, the joy. One of the cast members on this show, AK, she seemed very loopy. Every time we see her, she either look like she on some kind of Xanax or she kind of something odd because she acts really like.
Just a dude showed up and not my family, I would be hurt. So I put myself in his shoes, like, no, we definitely have to come. It was just too much.
Derek's family should have came because yes, I would be really hurt if a dude would. Yeah, I would really hurt if a dude show up and my family wasn't there.
Please tell the truth.
So Derek need to tell the truth. Did he want his family to come or not?
Please tell them that. And you wish
6 minutes to the drop. Okay. It's almost here it's 10:54. So I got a whole nother hour.
Well, why play like you bad?
Because I want
It's all 6 minutes. 6 minutes on East Coast.
We wanted to show you support. Well, why you playing like that then, Derek? That's my whole thing.
She wanted something, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna ride with her. That's what she wanted. But I thought you knew that too. I wanted my family to be there.
Derek is lying. Derek is trying to skate the line. He telling them one thing, telling Monique one thing, tell his family something else.
Derek is not trying to play Monique because Monique is very serious about this relationship.
Right.
She takes it very serious.
Yeah, I'm on different time zone. That's okay. 5 minutes to the ball drop on the East Coast. That's all good. I'll be like, hey, Happy New Year. Oh, do the nay.
With his family.
Oh my Lord.
They don't respect him. They don't respect me.
I'm tired of that. It's time for me to go. It's time for you to go. Everybody to go.
His family I think his family respects Derek, but they don't respect Monique. They just like you just some shit.
And make some love and have some sex.
Why are we talking about sex in front of children? What am I missing?
Get an annulment.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, why are they talking about sex in front of kids? Like, what is happening? Okay, anyway, so back to Justine and Michael. I'm just like, so we just talking about sex in front of people's kids. Okay, right.
My attitude, that was a.
I'm not gonna take away from the kids. You act like one conversation is gonna take away.
Yeah, I'm just like, why are we talking about sex in front of the children? Like, anyway, like I said, I don't know if this is a bad edit. Okay.
I'm enjoying this girl. We're not doing that.
And they actually be over here talking about she a freak and all this kind of stuff, and then she like, oh, well, I'm not doing that. Blah blah blah.
Good to see you home.
So Mocha showed up, Mocha Chocolate, and
That's night, and we will be back. Being in.
I don't know if this is a bad edit. Let me try to fast forward and see what happened. I watched an episode on it.
I do not really trust Derek.
Okay, and this may be a bad edit. I'm trying to see because it's just like it's looping. Okay, well, let me go to the other channel and see if this is the end of the episode because it should be at the end of the episode. We should be coming up on like the next episode. Oh. Let's see. I think they fixed it.
Y'all never met in person. This gonna be our first time.
It does.
I just feel like I said, all these people to me are deplorable. I don't like Gabby. Apparently, mom is telling her to go get the marriage annulled. I guess. I don't know. Like I said, Gabby and Chris up there arguing. I didn't know what the fuck they was arguing about. So here we go.
This call is from a corrections facility. Thank you for using GTL.
Hello? What is that sound, babe?
Okay, we're on Skyler and Nathan. Try to fast forward and see what is going on, like what happened. Or whether this is just a bad edit. Isabel. All of them are liars. Like, I don't like people who lie. Like I just don't. Like, I'm not into like liars and shit. And then I'm not into delusional people. Like, I don't like self-delusion. Like, I understand that we all go through our sense of delusion, but I just,
Again, I'm possessing of 30 pounds of marijuana.
when it comes to a relationship,
To 30 months in the federal
it's, and then like I said, we didn't see anything about Eris on this episode, so that's just weird. Like, what's the point of having a show when y'all barely even show certain couples? Like, it's just like, why even put them on the show if you're not gonna show them? Why even put them on the show? Like, I just don't understand. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird to me. They put people on the show. Okay, so now we get to Gabby and Chris. This is the part I didn't see. Okay.
The thing with me and my mom, because she doesn't agree with me being
Mom
with Chris.
does not agree with her being with Chris. And the way she talked to her mom is just, she talked to her mom stupid.
Yes, I do. What are you talking about? I talk to him every day. Stupid. If my mom doesn't get close with Christopher and she doesn't agree,
Her mom, the way she
marriage,
talked to
it's
Gabby
really
talked to her
gonna
mom
break
is
me
just dumb.
because
Like, it's just
I'm
weird.
gonna feel like I'm torn between the two.
So, what's the deal?
Chris is he's coming to the house.
Why are they at a? What are they at a grocery store? They at a side store talking to her mom? I don't understand what is happening.
You really come to my job and tell me that?
So they going to a job and she holding a clipboard? Like, what is happening?
Are you stupid?
Her mom said, "Are you stupid?"
No, Gabrielle. You real.
Her mom was telling. Her mom was reading her. Her mama like, "You stupid."
Because when he was in jail, he was talking to other girls too.
Chris is a ladies' man. He's just a flirtatious. He's been caught talking to several females.
So Chris has been caught talking to several females while he was in prison. We saw that last on Love During Lockup.
But he told me how much he's sorry. He puts me through.
But he said he was sorry, I guess.
If he physically cheated, then I would have been a problem.
Gabrielle,
but
no, this is
it does. It looks like a bodega. They probably
just
on the shop.
Move on. Get an annulment.
Her mom telling her to get a damn annulment.
Relationship, to be honest.
She said this is Gabrielle's weirdest relationship.
Not Gabrielle's type. She went out with cops. She went out with professional basketball players. I know my daughter. They're not going to be together.
She said that her daughter went out with cops. She went out professional basketball players. That she not dating no ex-con dude. I don't know. Be latched on to Chris. I don't know what she sees in Chris. Chris is not like some real attractive dude or real he doesn't seem like he's some real clever dude. Like, I'm not saying he dumb. I don't know this man, but he just doesn't seem like. I'm not saying Gabby is so much better or whatever. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that Chris and Gabby, they like, I don't know. Like I told y'all before, Gabby is not about that life. Y'all talking about Gabby is ghetto. I'm like, Gabby is fake ghetto. Gabby is not a ghetto girl. Gabby is not a hood bitch. She's not a thug. She don't look like she was raised in the hood. Gabby is faking the funk. And I told y'all that. I said, Gabby do not seem like she about that life or nothing. Gabby just seemed like she latched onto this dude because she liked the excitement. And what the fuck is she wearing? Why is she wearing a hat and a tank top and some stonewashed jeans? What is happening? Yeah, Gabby's a spoiled brat. Like she not about that life. She not some hood chick.
You better call a lawyer.
She told her you better call a lawyer. Her mom said you better call a lawyer. Yeah, Gabby is not about that life. They talking about what Gabby want to be about. Like, Gabby don't want to be nothing. Gabby a spoiled chick from Jersey. That's all she is. She not know. Okay, she in the hood somewhere. She ghetto. She thug. She want to be down like Brandy. No, man, Gabby she's some fake little fucking suburban bitch like who want to be down.
I'm sorry you don't feel okay by yourself when I leave in the morning because my flight is 5 a.m. You'll be fine. Okay.
And so I guess Monique and Derek are going to a hotel.
Want to leave her out here by herself because I feel like she's
outnumbered by his family.
And so Monique's sister saying she don't want to leave Monique by herself because she feel like she's outnumbered. I don't think Derek's family's gonna hurt Monique and try to jump on her and beat her up. I don't think anything like that.
She doesn't know anybody out here. She doesn't have anybody out here.
But yeah, that's true. I would not be comfortable leaving my sister in a situation like this where she don't know nobody and she's out here by herself with a guy who just got out of prison. So yeah, I understand. I wouldn't leave my sister like that either.
To move to Cleveland by herself because I know that's gonna hurt her. Well, my room is back that way, y'all. So I just want to talk to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable either. That's a good sister because a good sister would be like, girl, I don't feel comfortable because anything can happen. Not saying anything personal against Derek. But I mean, let's just all be real. He just got out of prison. You don't know him or his family. She don't know nobody out there. And then you gonna leave her by herself. Yeah, if it was my sister, I'd be concerned as well. I had to pull her to the side and be like,
and you can always call us if you want me to come
yeah,
back.
she like, you can always call me, I'll come back.
We're gonna be fine.
Did Monique ever button her shorts? Girl, I don't know. I'm looking.
I'm ready to go. Mama.
Surely she had to use the bathroom or some shit.
Right, I would say fine.
But yeah, it looks like she did button her shorts. I'm sure she probably was like, damn, I was on national TV. And like I said, for Monique to go out and buy this dude Gucci and Prada and all and spend like $10,000 on his clothes, she looked like she just got her shit online at like Target or some shit or Romans or some shit. Like, girl, I would have bought me, even if you can't fit Gucci clothes or whatever, I would have bought me a purse, a necklace, a ring, a belt, something. Like, I did. She spent all this money on this dude, and then she looking like this. Girl, I would have got my hair did.
We never talked about whether it's going to be lights on or lights off.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Oh, no, I take it back, girl. I'm looking, and the button is still unbuttoned. Lord have mercy. The button is still unbuttoned down. And then, like I said, Derek, like you right, like he about 5'5", 5'6". He look little. He look like he would kill her. I mean, like she would kill him. Yeah, the button is still unbuttoned.
There's a pretty serious situation going on.
Do I trust him? No.
So here we go, Nathan and Skyler. I guess he showed up to pick up Skyler, and her family's like,
And you keep something like this for me? I'm done.
Cold Wendy premieres Thursday at 10 on WeTV.
I guess the sister, the family of Skyler's family don't trust Nathan either. This is just some shit. It's like I said, I can't get with these people because I'm like, why would you ever be with somebody like why would I don't know. Why would you ever be with somebody like this in this situation?
I might just cry. We'll see.
Nathan talking about he might just cry.
Brother, I'm glad they're coming. Show support.
So Skyler's brother and mom are coming.
Her mother and Heather and her brother Drew are going to be there. I actually met Heather when Skyler was still in prison, and I don't really know her brother, so I don't know if there's going to be tension there.
Ooh, you love my glasses, girl. Yeah, they all right. I tell you everybody, my son don't like my glasses. He don't like them at all. He like my old one. He was like, Mom, oh shit, I hit the wrong button, y'all. Oh damn. I took my glasses off. I can't see, but my son don't like my glasses. He don't like them at all. He like, Mom, they're too big. Mom, I don't like them. They look really nerdy.
What's up, babe?
I like my glasses. I love them too. Thank you. Okay, so Skyler is saying she getting out of prison. She got to be driven to a parking lot before she getting released.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, new beginnings. I know this will be a fresh start, but
Fresh start, new beginning.
This is true. After I had been released for a while, I went down to her halfway house and picked her up.
Apparently, the reason why she went back to prison.
And we were just riding around.
Apparently, they got into an argument and she missed her curfew.
We lost track of time, and then I took her back and
because they were arguing.
Curfew, and she ended up going back to prison.
Damn, but she ended up going back to prison.
Don't be nervous. Everything's gonna be fine. Y'all will be fine. I love you. I'll see you soon.
She said, "Don't be weird. Don't be nervous."
Take this at the park.
Skylar's mother was definitely not happy with us. And
I don't blame Skylar's mother either. Why would you want your daughter to get out of prison to be with some dude?
It was just messy.
And he was the reason that she went to prison. Like one of the reasons why she went back to prison at the halfway house. I'm just like, and then they both then had addiction issues and domestic violence issues. And
You okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Skylar was telling me about some barbers I need to get you hooked up with.
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
Nervous?
Super excited.
We're nervous.
oh, Skylar's brother is cute. He's a cutie pie. He's
On to
cute.
bigger and better things.
Absolutely. We're gonna look forward
Fresh start, number 7,456. Thank you, GSP. Yeah. And Skylar's mother is she's MILF. She's good looking. They look just alike. I think she looked better than her daughter. Like she's an attractive woman.
Just show her it's possible.
I worry about the addiction. I'm happy that Nathan.
The mom says she worried about the
there to support
addiction,
her,
but
on the
you
other
can't
hand,
have
there's
two
also
addicts
fear.
each other. Like that doesn't even make any damn sense. You can't have two addicts supporting each other. It just logically that makes no sense. Logistically, it makes no sense. Having two addicts support each other is just like it's like an oxymoron. You can't have two addicts supporting each other. Like they addicts. Like you got you.
What do you think about being?
They I mean, when you're an addict, from what I know, I don't know. I'm not an addict. I've never done drugs. I'm not alcoholic. I don't even eat. I try not to eat sugar and carbs. So I lead a very healthy lifestyle. Never smoked, never done drugs, not alcoholic. I couldn't even fathom imagine. But from what I know about addicts and the people I've known that have been addicts close to me, is that like being an addict is hard enough, but then you're always triggered. But to be in a relationship, a serious relationship, about marrying somebody, living with you, who is also an addict. That's just, to me, that's crazy. Like that's just because either one of y'all could end up triggering each other, or you could end up,
I don't like the whole atmosphere. That's where
end
she
up
was when she was using
in jail.
As a mama, seeing everything and seeing where everything happened.
Because as an addict, anything you do is
It's a
triggered.
concern that
Yeah, the blind leading the blind. It's like you got to have a sober, level-headed person in your life. You have to be surrounded by sober people. And then they used to hang around. And then they used to hang around the same group of people and the same social circles, and the group of people that they was hanging around, and them themselves was committing crimes and stealing and breaking into cars and robbing people and doing drugs, and like they hung around a whole crew of crazy people.
But as far as, do I trust him and do I rely on him to keep her out of trouble? No. What if
and then you have to trust a person to keep her out of trouble. I don't blame what the mom said. I don't trust him to keep her out of trouble.
To work on like moving in, but
because they both could end up causing like both of them, each one in their relationship, causing each other to stumble.
No, I'm gonna ask her in a couple weeks.
And I've seen it happen. I've seen people date drug addicts or people they met in rehab, and they both ended up going right back to being addicts. Because it's like
a decent amount of time for me to
they in love with the lifestyle. I like to say
we have plenty of time to get my blessing.
I like to say Happy New Year to everybody on the East Coast. I just now noticed 11/12. Happy New Year, everybody on the East Coast. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy 2023. I still got 45 minutes to
no
go.
doubts in my mind about our relationship. She's my person.
And talking about, I have no doubts in a relationship is what Nathan's saying, but the relationship is not the issue. And being in a relationship, they act like being in a relationship is like you just gonna come together and fall in love and everything's gonna be okay. If they living together, we're talking about she got to come out of prison and start her whole life. She has to be sober. She has to follow up with her parole. She's on parole. She has to get a job. She has to learn how to live a normal life. She has to learn to deal with the emotions of a real relationship and everything that comes with that, and being in a mature relationship. Like, I just feel like a lot of people that that I don't know her. I know that two of her ex has passed away because of drug overdoses. So she's dealing with the trauma of that. Like, it's just a lot.
Race me to this van.
You try to stay up, AK try to stay up till it hits my zone. Shit. AK, I'm trying to stay up till it hits my zone. So they waiting for Skyler in the car, and the credits are rolling. So again, apparently we gotta wait till next episode to meet Skyler in person. And we gotta wait till next episode to see Skyler. But the episode was alright. I mean, it wasn't anything too exciting or too, like, no revelations or bombs was dropped, or I'm waiting to see episodes where bombs are dropped, where we find out that somebody's cheating, somebody is seeing their ex on the cool, or their baby mama, baby daddy on this. Like, none of this has happened this year. I mean, not saying that I'm looking it always has to be drama, but it's like, so far it's just kind of like, man, this just seems like a very slow season to me. This episode, I'll probably give it a C-. Like, to me, it just didn't seem like it was nothing exciting. Tell my Skyler will probably OD before they meet. But really, I don't wish that on her, but this whole season just seems like, okay, so is any revelations, anything gonna happen? Or is it all just gonna be rushed towards the end? And then boom, at the end, we're gonna get like the last 2 episodes where everything's gonna blow up. And then we gotta wait until next season. See, I don't like that. I don't like this whole slow burn in the beginning and then at the end, bam. I don't like that. Like, that's just, to me, it's just like these episodes just feel like they're just plotting and slow. I don't know whether because of the way it's edited or the sequence episode. And there was no Eris and no Cameron. So why are they even on the show when they barely, there has to be something up, the reason why they are barely on the show. So either they're really, really boring as fuck, or they didn't last for very long, because Eris and Cameron, they literally been in 1 episode so far, and that's it. So I that's just weird. But thank everybody who joined me in watching this, episode. Hold on, I hear something. Sorry, y'all. I hear dogs barking because people are setting off fireworks in my neighborhood, and I'm sorry. I thought I heard sound like some kids screaming for a second. I don't know if those dogs, but I was like, "What's some kids screaming?" Hold up. Yeah, I don't like the fact that they dragged this out forever. It's just boring to me. I'm just like, okay, now what? Okay, now what? Okay, now what? I'm just like, get on with it. But like I said, a C-. It was okay. It was just mediocre for me. What I would like to say, I guess, in closing, with my closing remarks about this show and about this season is, I guess the life lesson will be never, and I've been a victim of this myself. I'm going to tell you, I'm a victim of this right now. Never underestimate you been hearing gunshots. AK says she been hearing gunshots. I've heard a few gunshots, but most of the stuff I've heard has just been fireworks. Not to, at least not that I know of. I live by a lake. Like, we have a private lake where I live, and so most people go out there and shoot off their fireworks and guns or whatever at the private lake, and it's probably like maybe a block and a half away from where I live. So that's what I be hearing is the people are usually at the private lake, but they don't. It's illegal to shoot off fireworks here, so a lot of people try to hide it. But the popo will roll up on your ass out here. They don't play that shit out here. Yeah, I hope no random stray bullets could happen. They tell people all the time should be shooting in the air because a bullet go up, it has to come down somewhere, and it could literally come down in someone's house. And it has been known stray bullets have killed people. So yeah, that shit is dangerous. I don't like all that. No. Fireworks is one thing, stray bullets is another. But what I was saying about this show is that people take for granted, and like I said, I'm guilty of this myself right now, of people's relationship experiences. there's a lot to be said who've been married or who've had long-term relationships and people that have not, or people that have never lived with anybody, people that never have any kids, and if you have children, there's a lot to say about that. You're dealing with people who've been incarcerated for long stints of time that have really just dusted off this chick, dusted off that chick, dusted off this or that dude and this dude, and they really never had no functional, sober relationships. All the relationships have been toxic as fuck. All the relationships have been dysfunctional. All the relationships have been with addicts, with people who are crazy, with people who are toxic, people who are unstable. That says a lot. I mean, it is hard if you're used to being married and used to having functional relationships. Um, and everybody's had bad relationships. We've all had toxic as fuck, dysfunctional, crazy relationships. But if that's all you've ever known, it is hard for you to carry on a relationship with a functional, non-toxic person or have a relationship that's functional and non-toxic. And I tell people, don't ever underestimate that and take that for granted. Like, a person can love you all day and say that they love you and they want to be with you and y'all are together and all that. But if a person doesn't know how to be a good partner, all of that love and that goodwill goes straight out the window. It doesn't matter shit if a person doesn't know how to be a partner. And I think that gets left behind in a lot of these TV shows, 90 Day Fiance, Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup. All these shows where people are meeting people internationally, online, in prison chats, through friends, whatever a situation where they're not actually with the person a lot and they're having videos and text messages and those long distance relationships. Because really dating somebody incarcerated is just like another form of a long distance relationship. It's even worse. But long distance relationship can work. If a person plans to move closer to you or you plan to move closer to them, that's fine. But I really believe in the deep value, number one, of being around somebody physically, over the phone, over the text, over video chat. Anybody can be anything they want to be when they're talking to you for an hour a day on a video call. Anybody can be anything. I can be whatever you want me to be for an hour on a video call. I can put my best foot forward. I can say all the right things. But the proof is in the pudding is when you're around a person full time and you see how their personality truly is when they're comfortable. When a person's comfortable, then you hear and see things that you may have not even heard or seen or recognized or realized when you're dating them. When they're comfortable, that's the real person that's coming. Or when they're agitated, or when they're unhappy, or when they're sad, or when they're thirsty, or when they're hungry, or when they're annoyed or frustrated. That's when I think a person's true personality comes to the forefront. But I have to say, there's a lot in relationship experiences, in relationship trauma. There's people that have experienced a lot of relationship trauma, and they haven't dealt with that trauma. They're not over that trauma. There's people that experience a lot of life trauma, and they are not over that trauma. They haven't. I hear a lot of fireworks. So my Kiki, I could have been a life coach. I really want to. I should have been a life coach. I speak the way I speak because I've had a lot of relationship experiences. I have had a lot of failed, fucked up, toxic relationships. I've not had extreme toxic relationships. Like, we're talking about physical violence. We're talking about stuff like that. I've never had any dude put his hands on me. But I have been through emotional trauma. I have dated narcissists. I've had dated people that have gaslight me. I have dated somebody who I would describe as being emotionally manipulative and controlling. I have come across at least 5 or 6 dudes that have been kind of what I would consider obsessive, stalkerish, overboard. Not too bad, but just behavior that you're like, that's not normal. That's just kind of like something about that man ain't right. Like they couldn't let go. I broke up with him and they couldn't let go. And there's women out there that have lost their lives because men couldn't let go, and they've stalked them and stalked them and stalked them and showed up at the job. I haven't had anything that bad, but I did have dudes that just couldn't let go. That really tried and tried and tried and tried and tried to be with me after we broken up because they felt bad that they had driven me away, and they just have buyer's remorse. They were like, oh, I should have treated you bad, and I was just done. I was over and done with. But I think what I would say with dating gets really ignored. Like I said, what I've ignored and taken for granted, and I've learned my lesson and not to take for granted, is past relationship trauma and past relationship experiences. You can't expect a person to love you in a certain way and be with you in a certain way if they've never loved anyone in that certain way, if they've never been with that in a certain way. Like, there are people out there, grown people. Sorry. I keep hearing things and I'm just like, do I need to rescue somebody? Do I need to call somebody? Because I don't like to hear children or animals being hurt or anything like that. And I keep hearing squealing. And I'm sorry, y'all. I just keep hearing things that's like making me stop going, do I need to call somebody? Because if somebody is hurting an animal or something like that, I don't know. I'll fuck around and find out today. Somebody's hurting a child, fuck around and find out today. I don't deal with animal abuse and I don't deal with child abuse. I just don't. If I feel like I hear that, I hear animals squealing in pain or some shit like that, I can't. I'm not the one. I'll call the police on you in a minute. But anyway, I just feel like, life and relationship trauma is real. There are people who've had really normal childhoods, okay childhoods, little shit here, but then the relationships they have all been dysfunctional. And then when they get with somebody and that person is you falling in love and you're getting to know that person, and then in the beginning, when you're in love with somebody, you're really infatuated or really interested in somebody, you have blinders on because you want to see the best in that person and you want the best for your relationship. And so a lot of times people ignore red flags, and I tell people I'm guilty of this myself, of ignoring red flags and ignoring certain things. And not just even ignoring red flags, but just ignoring things that are not for you. That like every relationship you've been with, you've never tolerated this, but then you meet this one person and you realize that you start tolerating things that you've never tolerated. You start doing things and thinking things that you've never done and never thought, and none of it is productive or healthy things. These are not good changes, bad changes in your life. And as time goes on, you lose a piece of yourself. And so one day and you be like, okay, I realize I don't like this. I've never experienced this before. I've never been with somebody that we've done this and this and this before, and I don't like it. And so it's a hard thing when you realize when you've had a long-term relationship and you just wake up either gradually or over time going, I don't like this, I don't like that, and I shouldn't have never allowed this, and I shouldn't have never allowed that, and I shouldn't have let that go, and I'm really losing myself. And you just feel like you have to save yourself. So that's where I'm at in my life now, where I feel like I have to be the person that I want to be. And it's okay to be the person that I want to be. So I tell people out there all the time, men and women, especially women, it's okay to be who you are. You don't have to be screwed up or messed up or villain because you want certain things in a relationship, or you want a certain man, or you want a certain woman, or you want that person that you want to act a certain way or do certain things. As long as it's not something crazy or terribly unreasonable. And we all know we can compromise on certain things. We're not going to get somebody that's going to check off all of our boxes. But it's just like never compromise on who you are. And never let the other person's needs supersede yours. And I'm guilty of this. I'm a Cancer. I'm a giver. I'm a giving person. I'm a loving person. I like to keep the peace. I don't like fighting. I don't like arguing. And at times, I would in order to keep the peace. I would just be like, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. And I'm going to do this in order to compromise and keep the peace. When at the end of the day, it should not be about somebody giving in and doing this. It should be about both parties coming together and being like, how can we both compromise and do things to make this work? I have not done that. And it's my fault. Like, it's not all my fault, but half of it is my fault for letting things go and letting my relationship kind of be convenient. Let's just put it that way. That's the best way I can say. Never let a relationship be convenient for the other person and inconvenient for you. They're doing everything that's in their comfort zone, and then you're like ducking and dodging and chucking and jiving and ducking and dodging in order to make sure there's peace and harmony, because you're afraid to bring up things. You're afraid to be like, hey, I don't like this. I don't like that. Or why are you doing this? Because you don't want to rock the boat and you don't want to cause problems, because you don't want confrontation. You don't, or sometimes you think, am I being unreasonable? Maybe I'm just being unreasonable. You can be with somebody where the person, their actions and their words, and sometimes not even something they say, but their actions can gaslight you. Like the things that they say is one thing, but then their actions can gaslight you. You can be with somebody and be like, our relationship is great, right, babe? And you're like, well, yeah, he doesn't cheat on me, he doesn't lie to me, he doesn't whoop my ass, so I guess our relationship is great. Okay, that's bargain basement. Oh, all those things should not happen, but that doesn't mean you have a good relationship. Just because he's not cheating on you, he's not whooping your ass, he's not using you for money, um, he's nice to you sometimes. You see each other once a week. Y'all don't argue all the time. That doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is good, and doesn't necessarily mean that everybody in a relationship is fulfilled. So I can say that going into 2023, I'm learning more about myself, what I do and don't want in a relationship. And I'm just, I guess my mindset in 2023 is I want it all. I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. And I never thought I could ever get it all. I'm like, well, I can't have this, and I can have this, and I can. And I'm like, I started to talk to myself, why can't I have that? Why can't I get that? Why can't I get a man that calls me 2 and 3 times a day? Why is that unusual? Why can't I get a man that if I need help, they're coming to help me when I actually need it? And they're showing concern. Why can't I get that? Why? Why is that unusual? It's not I can't get that. It's because the person that I'm with is not that person. He can't give me that. But even if I can't find it in a man, even I know I can't get everything, and you can't find a person that's going to check every box for you. I mean, that's just unrealistic. But you should at least get some of the core things that you want to make you happy. And the idea that I can't have this and I can't have that, and well, that's just not realistic. By whose standards? Who says that's not realistic, Keisha? I'm like, I've talked myself into that's not realistic. I can't get this. Oh, I'm asking too much if I ask for this. And then people are like, well, that's normal. You should ask for that. You should get that. You shouldn't even have to ask for it. And the more time went on, I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Okay. So that's where I am right now. And yeah, and I think I like people were saying, I deserve it all. I'm a good person. I'm not crazy. I work hard. I take care of my children. I mean, I'm a good person. I'm a good woman. I'm a kind person. I help people. I help my family. I take care of my family. I take care of my friends. I take care of my mother. I'm one of these I'm one of these friends that like you be like, we gotta hide the body. I'm like, girl, what time you want me to be there? What part of the Texas desert are we going to? Like, no questions asked. Like I'm the type of person that I have people that call me all the time for help, either monetary help. A lot of times it's emotional help, it's spiritual help. I tell people they just have to say the word. I'll drop everything I'm doing if I can and be like, okay, what do you need? I have people that I know people that were stranded in other countries. I paid for their tickets back home during the pandemic. I know people that family members have passed away and they couldn't make it back home because monetarily they didn't have the money. All they had to do is pick up the phone and call me. Girl, my dad died. I don't have any money, and I knew their situation. I knew that they really were in dire straits. They were a single mom. They were struggling. They just got laid off from their job and their father died and they need to go back home. I'll be like, girl, what? Just tell me the airline. Give me the link to the website and I'll pay for your plane ticket. No questions asked. You don't worry about paying me back. You don't do nothing. I know people that have been stranded somewhere. Like, look, this dude's acting a fool. He didn't whip my ass. Can he come get me? Girl, what? Okay. I'm leaving right now. I'll be there in 2 hours. I should make it about 2 hours. Just hold tight. Like, no questions asked. Like, I'm that type of friend. Friends have been, friends that have just really, really needed. Tell people, like, if you need me, I'm here. Like, I'm always here. No questions asked. I'm not one of these friends who's going to hem and haw and ask you 1,000 questions. What about this? What about that? What about who? What about this person? What about that person? I'm not that person. I'm just like, okay, what can I do? Because I've been in some fucked up situations in my life where I've not had anyone to help me and come bail me out. Or I've had to get myself out of situations, dangerous situations where I've been shot at, situations where I've been jumped, situations where I'm just like, I just need somebody to come get me out this situation. I just need somebody to help me move some furniture. I need to move to a different apartment. I don't have anyone to help me. I've been in situations like that. I always help people go move because I'm like, I know what it feels like to be trying to move out of an apartment and as a single person before I had children, but as a single woman trying to move and you had nobody to help you. And I'm just like, I got all this fucking furniture. I don't want to pay $500, $600, $700 for a mover. Like I need help. And then, me not having anyone there to help me or having someone to help me, and I'm very appreciative of it. So I'm always appreciative. Hey, Ramona G and Jackie C. Oh my God. Yeah, it's even harder with kids. Welcome, Jackie. Welcome, Ramona. You know, I had to say I'm a real person. Like the person you see before you is the real me. I don't get online and YouTube and act a persona or pretend to be something that or say things that I don't agree with or say shit just to get more likes and clicks and views. I'm not that person. I'm not that person. So for 2023, I wish for everybody just life, love, and happiness and choices and options. I don't want anybody to feel like they're stuck in a situation. I have felt stuck for years now, ladies. Like years, I felt stuck in a situation. I still do feel stuck. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what the future is going to hold for me, relationship wise. I know that my life is good. I know that I have things and people and things in my life that I have never had, opportunities that I have never had in my life. My business are booming. My job, my regular 9 to 5 job is okay, but my businesses are have skyrocketed. So that's a blessing. That's something that's great. My kids are healthy. I'm financially stable. I'm emotionally stable. I've figured out me. It took me a long time to figure out me. I'm learning, I'm growing. And I just feel like everything's on the up and up that way. And I think that when it comes to my love life and relationships, that's the part that I feel like I need to try to get up and focus on because it's not matching the other areas in my life. And I just need to be more aggressive and more proactive in my approach, maybe, and less aggressive and less proactive in my other approaches with other things. And I just need to, worry about living my best life. I want to travel. I want to go do things. And if I got to go do those things with my kids or with my friends or by myself, then so be it. I just have to learn to live that type of lifestyle where I'm not afraid to be by myself, like romantic wise, like relationship wise. So, Jackie C said her New Year's resolution, uh, is to get laid. Girl, she talking about it's been 2 years. She says she's so stuck. Jackie, I feel like I'm gonna be you in about 2 years. I really do. Like it is hard to find somebody. Like I understand why people are online trying to. I mean, I'm not online, but people are like dating people internationally. Like I feel sorry for these people dating people in prison. I rag on these people. Y'all go. I know I go in all stupid, but I understand how hard it is to find somebody. Like people are out here like, oh, well, they can find somebody else, so they should be able to find. But I'm be honest with you. I get it. I would never date. I would never date anybody in another country or prison. But I understand why people do, because it is hard to find um somebody who's going to be real with you, who's going to be honest with you, who's going to be there for you. It's hard. It's not easy. You can't just hop online and find somebody. It's just not. Ramona G said 2009 was her last time you had sex. Jackie says I haven't tried any dating app sites. I just don't want it. Let me tell y'all about dating apps. Dating apps are difficult, hard, demoralizing, soul crushing. I can tell you right now from experience, dating apps are difficult. Now, for some people, it's easy. For some people, it's not. For me, it is not easy for me to find anybody. It is not easy for me to find anybody, period. But it's hard for anybody to find anybody. But when it comes to dating apps, for some reason, um, I don't think men like me. Like I've said this before, and people think it's preposterous. People think it's ridiculous, but I really don't think men like me. Like I used to have a certain sort of swagger and appeal to men, like 5 years ago. But things have changed in 5 years, and I just don't because I just don't see the level of attention and attraction I used to get. And it's not looks, it's not personality. My personality is the same. My looks has not changed in 5 years. I don't know what it is. I don't know. In my mind, my theory is the more successful and the more in tuned I become intellectually and the more enlightened I become politically, the less appealing I am. Because 5 or 6 years ago, I was not on this path to having a business and being an artist and everything like that. But I've noticed that once that any dude that kind of, has any kind of conversation with me, the moment I start, they ask me what I do and what I do for a living and things, like the moment I start telling them, oh, I work, okay, I'm an accountant. That's my regular 9 to 5. And then I have two businesses, two successful online businesses. And then I'm an artist and I have artwork all over the country because again, it's not a brag. I'm a humble person. It's just it's an accomplishment that I'm very, very proud of. And I'm not going to stop being proud of the fact that I'm an accomplished motherfucker. I'm an accomplished person. Like I'm a type A driven person. I'm trying to go back to college next year. So I have goals and dreams and ambitions and plans and it's like for some reason, like when you tell men that, not all men, but I guess most men that I've ran into, their eyes kind of glaze over and they just slowly but surely like back away from you. Like they don't want to fuck with you. They don't have anything to do with you. Once they realize that, oh, she's smart and she's intelligent and she's attractive, supposedly I'm attractive. I think I'm do okay. And then you're like, I'm into true crime and I'm into politics and I'm an election worker and I work for the Democratic Party. And I just once I start telling them that, they're like, okay, run for the hills, bitch. You know, I'm just like, oh, there they go. Oh, there you go. Bye. They just take off. I've had dudes tell me, I'm just gonna tell you guys, just be honest with y'all. I've had dudes tell me straight up. Several dudes tell me, I can't compete with that. Like, I'm not even on your level, so I don't think I should be talking to you. And just stop talking to me. I'm just like, okay, all right, like, okay. Like, and then they're just like, wow, you do all that stuff. Yeah, I do all that. And I have time for somebody. It's not like I don't have a lot of time. I do have time. I work from home. Mostly. All my regular job, my online, everything's from home. So I have time. I have a YouTube channel. I try to like not tell them that either because like I don't know. I'm just like a drug addict. I don't have. I've never been in a mental institution. I don't do substances. I don't party on the weekend. I'm a normal. You know, my mom. Like I'm just a regular fucking person. And someone's like, "Well, something has to be wrong with you." Why? Like I'm a normal person. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not crazy. I'm not toxic. I'm not jealous and nutty. Like you can talk to my ex-boyfriend, they'll tell you the same thing. She real cool. She real chill. Real cool, real chill. But you know, I've seen crazy toxic women get boyfriend after boyfriend after boyfriend. And I'm just like, how is that possible when I can't find one man that likes me? I like, how do I get online and like nobody likes me, nobody replies to my message. I've had some people accuse me of being an escort. I don't know if I whether should take that as a compliment or what. But somebody was like, "Well, you're too pretty to be online." I'm like, what? I had somebody tell me that too. Well, you're too attractive to be on because people think your profile is fake. I said, well, I can't. I mean, what you want me to do? I'm like, it's me. This is me. This is my face. This is all me, y'all. This is me. So when I get dressed up, I don't have no makeup on today, but some from eyeliner. But I'm like, this is me. People like, are you an escort? Or people think you're catfishing. I'm like, I will give you my YouTube channel. You can pull up my videos. I swear. I'm like, I'm not a scammer. I'm not a catfish. I'm not, because there's a lot of scammers online. There's a lot of catfish online. But I'm like, I'm a real person. Fellas, I'm a real, genuine, real fucking person. There, I'm not a scammer. I'm not fake. I live in Texas. I'm a mom. I'm just a mom. Like I'm just a mom who lives in the suburbs. I'm kind of boring. I'm kind of goofy. I like anime and sci-fi. Like I'm real goofy. Like, you know, I'm a straightforward, but I'm just at the end of the day, I'm just me. And you know, it's just I don't know. It's just hard for me to just get any kind of love online. So Jackie, see, I'm with you. I'm gonna be winning your boat where it's gonna be like 2-3 years and I ain't had no date or no sexual sex or nothing. I'm just gonna be sitting here like, oh my God. Yeah, and then as I get older, I do get pickier. I get more selective because when I was younger, I would just date any old dusty. Like I would just date any fucking dude. Like I was just a dude who just had to be cute, had some tattoos, and then I would half the time I wouldn't take it serious. I wasn't that select. So yeah, I wasn't that choosy. As I've gotten older, yes, I am a bit more choosy. So I'd say. And I've heard that before that men get scared of beautiful, smart women. They think that they aren't worthy. Yeah, it happens all the time. I know plenty of men who are like, men want smart women and accomplished women. I said, no, men want smart and accomplished women who aren't smarter and more accomplished than they are. That's the issue. So, yeah, like that's the issue. Like, yes, men like smart women who aren't smarter than them. They like accomplished women who aren't as accomplished as they are. So that's the issue. It's like you have to, and I'm not gonna dumb down. I'm not gonna dumb down my personality or be something that I'm not or dumb down my accomplishments because I'm proud of everything that I've done in these past 2-3 years. Absolutely. 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 I don't brag, but I do what I do. Like I'm an artist, I'm a designer. I love the artwork that I do. I love the things that I do. I have artwork in galleries all over the world. That's not a brag, it's just facts. And so um part of my lifestyle that I lead and the things that I do involves me going to events and going to things. And I have to have a partner that's going to be with me and by my side while I go to certain events and things and stuff like that. So I have to have somebody that's really gonna take the time to be there for me and be there with me as I navigate this second half of my life. This is all new, you know. This is I've had my businesses for like the past 2-3 years, well 3 years, um, and so with the artwork that's since the pandemic, that's new, and so I'm always learning and being. I'm a creative, and that's my outlet to my mind is my creativity, and I love what I do. I love the person that I am and I've grown to be, and I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. Um, I'm living in this world. I'm learning every day what it means to be a Black woman. Um, but I just wish somebody would appreciate that and love me for the fact that I think I'm awesome. I had a husband, my late husband thought I was awesome even before I did any of this stuff. And so it is just like the tragedy, it gets me emotional of my life is that um, it's just, being with somebody who just doesn't see you. It's just like I'm doing these things and doing these things, and I'm just like, but you don't see me, but you don't see me. And then the fact that they don't understand that they don't see you. That's the other rub, is just the fact you tell a person, I need this and this and this and this and that, and they just don't understand. And so some of y'all who've been here since Tony Teflon and know all about Dick Grimes and know about our ups and downs and ups and downs. It's just, I'm getting older. I'm almost 50 and he's a little bit younger than me. He's 40, but still though, still grown. But, I get tired of not being loved and appreciated the way I think I should be. And so I just to me, it's either all or nothing. It's either all or nothing. Either I don't want to love at all. I don't want a relationship at all if I can't be loved in the way I feel like I should be loved. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's not a self-esteem issue because I feel like I'm a great person. But then I think to myself, am I ever going to be able to find somebody? Because I have friends who are single who have a hard time finding somebody, who have a hard time dating. And, some of them don't put that much effort into it. Some of them are just happy being single. They just like, fuck it, I ain't put it. But then I have a few that really put effort into it, that they're on dating apps and Facebook dating and Tinder and Bumble, and then they still don't get no, you know. I like younger men. You miss your husband. I do. Um, I do, GSP. I do deeply. I mean deeply. Like that's the best way I can describe. My husband was my best friend. My husband was my biggest cheerleader, my biggest supporter. My husband met me at a time where I was all full of vim and vigor, and I was out there, protesting the war and occupying Wall Street. Like my husband was there, like, yeah, get him, girl, yeah. My husband was there. It was like, when I was really like, I was in college and I was full of just activism and I was at the height of my angst, my societal social angst. And Yeah, my husband was always there, even when we were dating. You know, my husband always thought I was brilliant and smart and talented. Like he always would encourage me. And then, life happened. I had a baby. And so all that, and then my husband got sick. And so all of my life just went on hold. I have a degree in journalism. I was going to be a journalist. I was going to work for CNN. I was going to travel the world. I was going to, be a war correspondent. All these dreams that I had took a back seat when my husband got sick, took a back seat when I had a baby. And I don't regret it. Like, it is what it is. I never think about it as a regret. I had to stay at home and take care of my husband. I couldn't go pursue my dreams of being a journalist. Um, and I had to just settle for taking accounting classes and being a CPA. And I had to settle for that. Because that was paid the bills. And we had lots of them. So I never regret that, and I felt like one of these days, once my life gets settled, I was going to get back into doing things what I felt passionate about. And I did. And so it came at the right time when the pandemic hit. It just came at the right time. And so I got laid off. I had back surgery. So I had about 9 months to sit around and figure out me and what I want to do. And for better or for worse, for better, yes. For my relationship, worse. Because it gave me time to really think about the past, the present, and the future. And reflecting on certain, when you have time enough to sit around and just not worry about work and the rat race, and you're sitting around at home and you're like really thinking, like your life will hit you, will flash before your eyes, and you'll be like, shit, I want to do this. I want to do this. I don't want this. I don't want this. What the hell is going on? Why haven't I noticed this before? Oh my God. All that came flooding to me during the pandemic when I had time enough to really just sit and think and rest. And because normally my life is like, I was going to school, I was working, I was building a business, I was working out 5 or 6 days a week. I couldn't work out because I had to have back surgery. I got laid off from my job. So all I had time was really to sit around and plan and take notes and write in my journal and think. And then that's when my life changed. Like my life literally changed in 2020. My life changed, and it changed for the better. I lost a lot of family, lots of family to COVID, but my life changed. My life really, 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 really did change. And I'm a better person because of it. I'm a stronger person. I was able to like go online and take like better help and therapy sessions because I wanted to figure out my own drawbacks and my own shit. And so I was able to go online and watch therapy shows and watch YouTube channels and read and figure and be like, okay, that's why I do that. That's why I don't do that. That's why I like this. Well, maybe this, and then just have time to really like fall in love with myself and then, rediscover myself. And yeah. And then, I just had epiphany after epiphany. And I had an epiphany in October. I had another like situation where I was really, really sick. I had the flu. My mom had the flu. My mom was in the hospital. My kids were all sick. And when you're sick, you get a lot of fucking clarity. And when I was sitting there dry heaving and coughing and shaking in my bed because I had a fever, I was sick. I had to take my kids to the doctor, but I still had to take care of my children. My children were sick. I'm trying to give them medicine. We took COVID tests. We just had the flu. We had a really bad version of the flu. Thank God I've never had COVID. And sitting there, shivering in the corner of my bed, coughing, my head pounding, and me having 102-degree fever, and my kids are in their beds coughing, and me worried about them, and my mom in the hospital, it all smacked me in the face at once going, I can't do this by myself. I really need some help. And I have some of my friends there, but then again, I have this boyfriend that really is not doing anything. It really smacked me in the face that I was like, you know what? I can't do this. And I don't want to do this by myself. I'm not Superwoman. I am not Wonder Woman. I am not a superhero. I am motherfucking Kiki from Detroit. And I'm a tough bitch. But at the end of the day, I'm a human. And at the end of the day, I need help. And at the end of the day, I need somebody to bring me some motherfucking hot soup. I need somebody to shove some shit underneath the door. I understand motherfuckers don't want to get sick, but I need somebody to drop off a motherfucking care package. I need somebody to fucking just blow me kisses on the phone. I need somebody to send me some motherfucking ointment, to go give me some of that Vicks salve, that Vicks vapor rub. I need somebody to send me some comfy socks. I need somebody to come fucking rub my feet while they wear a motherfucking mask, bitch. I one or the other. I cannot sit up here and pretend anymore that I am okay being by myself and I am okay doing shit by myself. I'm not gonna pretend anymore. I'm not gonna be like I'm hard. You know what, bitch? I'm hard, but I'm not that hard. At the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? I need help. I need somebody here. I need somebody to come take care of me because I need help. And then for the first time, I realized like I can't do shit by myself, and I shouldn't have to, and I shouldn't want to, and it's okay, and it doesn't make me weak or a punk. It is what it is, you know. Like I'm not superhuman, and it's okay to need people and want people and to be vulnerable. And you're supposed to have a partner, whether that partner be male or female, to understand my girl or my dude needs help. They're sick. They're not feeling good, and you shouldn't be so self-absorbed in your own life that you neglect your own partner. So I learned that lesson in October, and since then it's been crescendoing up into where we are today here on New Year's Eve, midnight. It is midnight, y'all. It is midnight here in Texas, and it is going down. Happy New Year, everybody. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, bitches. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, hoes. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, shit, bitch. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. It is 12 o'clock on the dot. Grab a drink. I got a drink. I got a drink right here. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, you see my ceiling fan? Look at that bitch. But and well, wait a minute. Let me show this. Y'all see this? Wait a minute. Let me show y'all. Let me show AK. Do you see this bitch? What is that? What is that? That is a game. That is a one of a kind Game of Thrones poster. It has Marjorie Tyrell, Daenerys, and Sansa as the three queens. I got this shit long time ago. I had to show people this. That's my one of a kind. I had an artist do this for me. And it's Sansa, Daenerys with her little dragon, and Marjorie Tyrell. By the way, I don't think I've ever showed y'all that my Game of Thrones shit. But yeah, I had somebody do that for me. Somebody actually did that for me. But Happy New Year, everybody. It is 12 o'clock. I like the sword. I have weapons. Let's see my little look at R2 over there. He's plugging it in. This is that's stuff that's actually stuff that my boyfriend has made me. My boyfriend made me that. He made me that. He made me that. He made me the butterfly thing for my birthday. He made me the shock room. So Dick Grimes original. for those of you who don't know, a Dick Grimes original. So Happy New Year, y'all. I got my little New Year hat on. All acquaintance beef. I don't have my kids are asleep. My cats are out there. I you know. Oh, I love Klingon weapons. I love Klingons. I like, you know, I'm a Star Trek. I'm a Trekkie. I'm fucking Star Trek hard. Like Star Trek is my Star Wars and Star Trek is my first love. Like if y'all see over here, let me show y'all my room. Y'all see over there? Over there. Wait, over there. That's my Star Wars wall. That's one in my bathroom. It says toilet on it. But that's one wall out of 7 in my house that's full of Star Trek stuff. I mean, I'm sorry, Star Wars stuff. Star Wars and Star Trek are my first loves. Star Wars is my main, my ace boon coon. Like Star Wars is like what I know the most about. It's when I first wanted to do a YouTube channel, I wanted to do a Star Wars channel. But there was too many Star Wars channels out there. So I was like, eh. And then I love Star Trek. Star Trek is my number 2. Like I love Star Wars and Star Trek. It's my first love. My first love as a kid. Um, my first love is Star Wars. And then my third love is Marvel. It's X-Men. X-Men to be exact. I'm an X-Men, huge X-Men fan. Like when I say X-Men, I mean huge X-Men fan. Like when I was a kid, X-Men got me through puberty. It got me through my teenage years. I too felt like an outcast, like a reject, all of that. X-Men got me through. I'm waiting for the X-Men in the MCU. I've been waiting forever. And when it really shows up strong, like all them other Marvel, like them other movies, them X-Men movies, I fuck them X-Men movies. You know, X-Men made me feel like, I belong. Like it was my tribe. Like I just felt like these are, outcasts and mutants and honey. That like I felt so because I've always been an outcast. Like I've always been the other person, and so I don't know. Cast a storm? Are you really you wanted to be cast a storm? I don't know. Did he cast somebody a storm? I don't know, but I'm waiting for X-Men. It's midnight, so people are sending text messages. Oh, my sister-in-law just sent me a text message saying, Happy New Year, Mama. Yeah, I'm getting text messages now from people saying, I really Jennifer, my sister-in-law, my sister from another mother. My sister-in-law, my late husband's sister is like my real sister. Like I've never had a sister, but if that was it, she would be her. But I hear that over here, if I look outside my window, I'd be able to see the fireworks. Because they shoot fireworks like the city does, like at my and then if y'all over here, like if y'all want to see, wait, let me try to show y'all. There's blue cheese over there. If y'all see that, there's a sash right there, and then there's another sash over there. Because I used to be in pageants. I lost a whole bunch of weight 10 years ago, and so I entered in like adult Miss Senior pageants, like that's what they call them. Anytime you're over the age of 25 and you enter pageants, it's like the senior region of pageants. I have 2 sashes up here, and I also have like 6 sashes. So I've won, and I have a whole my daughter, I got her into pageants when she was little because she was so cute. She was so adorable. But yeah, pageants used to be my jam. Until my daughter got old enough to be like, she didn't want to get on stage anymore. That was my daughter. She's like, I don't want to get on stage anymore. Hi. She was too scared to get on stage anymore. When she hits about 6, she was like, she got stage fright. Okay, good night. Good night. You're heading out. Okay, well, shit. I will talk to y'all. I'm finna get off this live. Again, I have to do it. I'm gonna do a 2022 recap where I got a whole list of hot topics. I got this. My daughter got me this for Christmas. She got a little notebook because I'm always writing down shit. I'm always writing down things. Anyway, y'all watch my video where me and my kids went to a New Year's Eve party. It ended at 7:00. They had the ball drop and everything. Well, not the ball drop, but they had a countdown and everything early for the kids. But make sure y'all watch that video. I did like a little short. And AK, I thank everybody and appreciate everybody for being here. Happy New Year to everybody. I made it till midnight. Nobody else I know made it. My lame ass, I'm sitting here at home. On the New Year's, I'm sitting here at home. Like last year, we had plans to go out. I paid for like an outing and everything. And then I invited my sister-in-law, my friends, and they ended up getting COVID. So I bought a sequins dress and everything. and never got to wear it to sit in my closet right now that, that I wanted to go out. This New Year's, I wanted, like I said, I just went to a New Year's Eve thing with my kids because I didn't have anyone to go out with. So there you go. I have a man, but supposedly not anymore, I guess. But anyway, but yeah, so I'm sitting here with you fine people, and that's fine, and that's cool, and it's okay. And I'm again, I'm happy with it. I'm ready to. I would look. I have this. One of these videos. I'm gonna pull out my sequin dress because it was so cute. It's like this sleeveless gradient. It has like an ambient, like it's red, 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 and it's black, 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 and then gold, gold, gold. And it's like short, and it was so cute. And I put it on. I looked so good in it. I was ready to slay that night, but then I've never worn it. I've never been out anywhere. I never had a chance to wear my sequin dress. It sat in my closet. It sits in my closet right now. And my daughter thinks it's so pretty. She's like, "It's so pretty, Mom." I was like, "Your mom ain't get a chance to wear it." And then the New Year's before that, I didn't do anything because it was COVID. So everything was closed and I was terrified to go out. 2019 was the last New Year's that I actually went out, and it was fun. Like, we had a lot of fun. 2019, me and my so-called man, we went out and got wasted. Like, I hadn't ate nothing all day, and I got super, super, super drunk. And I don't even remember what even happened that night. And all I remember just waking up in the bed the next morning going, "Ooh, honey, what happened?" And he never let me live it down. He's like, I got tore up from the floor up. And that's the last time I went out was 2019. So hopefully next year, I'll go out. Jackie said I'll wear it. Hopefully I'll find some place and somewhere to go to where I can wear my beautiful braided or ombre, as I guess you would call it, ombre sequins dress that goes from red to black to gold. Like, I got it for that because it was just such a cool sequins coloration to it, and it had a nice little satin lining. Like, it's really nice. And this would be the perfect weather to wear it. It's like 70 it's like 67 degrees here, and so I don't know. Hopefully I'll wear it one day, but I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of feel like, I just kind of give up on the love life aspect of my life. I just kind of give up. This is not working for me. It's not working. And I just don't know why it's not working. Sorry, y'all, got a text. Someone's asking me, what am I doing tonight? I'm like, I'm watching TV. I'm on live stream. If you find people. Yeah, I like, I just, I like I said, I like everything about my life, but just the love life thing. It's tricky. It's difficult. The older you get, the trickier it becomes. So, I got 5 likes in here. I'm appreciative of everybody liking my videos. An hour and a half. I done rambled on long enough. But I wanted to make it to 12 o'clock. That's what I set out to do, is 12:12. So Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. I have like little horns and everything, but I don't have any with me that go, I have those. So I hope when I go back and watch this video next year that I will look back on this video and be like, yeah, girl, stay strong. Like, hopefully things have improved, have changed. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the future is going to hold when it comes to my love life. I don't know. Y'all stay tuned. We shall see. But I tell you what, I'm not going to fucking do. I'm not going to date any fucking prisoners. I'm not going to be a prison pal chick. And I sure the fuck ain't gonna date no dudes and no. I'm not gonna get online and try to find some dude in another fucking country and come move him in my damn house. That's what I'm not gonna do. You will never see me do no shit like that. I'm not that desperate. I'm not that thirsty. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not that thirsty. Not that thirsty. Like I like men and I like companionship and I don't want to be alone. But hey, dating a prisoner, fuck no. Dating somebody in another country, fuck no. Hell, dating somebody in another state, fuck no. So happy New Year to that. You can take that shit to the bank and cash it. Because I ain't gonna do it. But thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Dustin, AK, GSP. All the other people who slide on here and slide on out. I enjoy shooting the breeze with y'all. And so I hope y'all have a good night. I'm gonna turn around and get undressed, put my PJs on, take this damn hair off, and just lay back in the bed and watch. You know what? I'm probably gonna watch me some game videos. I'll watch a lot of gamer videos. Like I don't play video games, but I like watching the cutscene movies and shit because I'm a lame ass motherfucker like that. Or watch Marvelous videos. That's one of my favorite new channels. Or watch more about the Idaho killer. I think I'll probably watch several videos about that. Hopefully I won't fall asleep and have nightmares. But she says stay positive. Yeah, we do deserve it, Jackie. I'm staying positive is very hard for me. I am a very pragmatic, almost Debbie Downer negative kind of person. I'm a glass half full kind of person. But at least I'm honest enough to admit it. Like I'm honest enough to admit it. I'm kind of Miss Doom and Gloom sometimes. A lot, 90% of the time. I'm very pragmatic, I'm a very practical person. I don't believe in like well, if you just think positive, things will come to you. I've tried all of that. That's never worked for me. So we just visualize the man that you want to be with, and if you keep visualizing it, then he gonna show up. I'm like, he gonna show up how? Every man that I've been with, had to I've had to actually put in effort to try to find that dude. Like I've tried to I had to be on a dating app or something, you know, or a dating site or speed dating or something, a dating app, dating phone, dating something. It wasn't like this dude just met him at the grocery store, met him at a club, or met him through friends. I don't have friends to hook me up with other people. None of my friends have anyone to hook me up with. It's because they usually don't know dudes that are my type that I date. I have friends in all kind of different backgrounds, but mostly all of my friends date dudes that I wouldn't date and not my type at all. Or my friends just don't know anybody. So, you know. So I feel like sometimes I'm just kind of stuck. And I don't like being stuck. I'm a very type A personality. I'm a doer. I'm a goer. I'm like making things happen. I like being able to have control over my own life, my own destiny. And I don't believe in like fairy tales and fanciful shit. I'm an atheist, like all of that. Like all of that. I'm very practical, pragmatic, scientific, logical, data-driven person. Like that's one part of my aspect of my personality. I don't believe in luck. I don't, you know, I believe that things happen because there's a probability of it happening because of various factors. That's what I believe. And I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe in probability and numbers and statistics and reasoning. I'm a very reasonable person. So, yeah, I'm a perfectionist. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist, and I'm too. I'm an introvert, Jackie. Yeah, we both, girl. High five. I'm a perfectionist and I'm an introvert. I'm a very shy. I'm not a social person. I'm not a social butterfly. I'm very introverted. I would never go up and approach a man. I would never go up and be like, talk to anybody, whether it be male or female, like whether it be a friend or anything. I would never approach people and start talking to them. That's just not me, you know, and it takes all types in this world. And I tell everybody all the time, can't everybody be extroverted? Can't everybody be introverted? You need all types in this world. You need extroverts, introverts, and everything in between. You need all the whole spectrum. This world is made up of all different types of people, and and all different types of people have value. Extroverts have value, introverts have value, the ambiverts have value. Everybody has value, you know, because it takes all types of people to make the world go around and come together and build and create things and get shit done, whether it be physically, socially, or politically. It takes all types. You can't have a whole world full of extroverts. You can't have a world full of introverts. It just doesn't work that way. Somebody has to be the listener and the observer and the watcher, and somebody has to be the talker and the doer and this the social butterfly. That all has a place in our world, and that all should be equally cherished, and no one personality type should be dumped on or made to feel like they're wrong or something's wrong with you. I'm an introvert. I will always be a shy person. And when I was a kid, I was made to feel like shyness was weakness, introversion was something bad. Why can't you just be like this person? Why can't you just be like that person? Why can't you just talk to people? Why can't you And I beat myself up and had a sense of self-loathing because of it. And I've learned that I'm just fine. I am who I am. I'm not a people person. I don't like talking to strangers. I don't like being around groups of people. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Not everybody should be. Not everybody can be. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with how I am. And I shouldn't work so hard. And then there's books and things written about how not to be shy and how not to be fuck that. You want to be an extrovert, be an extrovert. You want to be shy. If it comes to the point where it's really, really, really a issue, a problem in your career and your social life, then you should do things on your own. You should be able to do things to change it because you want to change it. But if you're introvert and you're shy your parents or your family, your friends are telling you that's not the way to be, and you're like, I'm comfortable being this way. I actually like being this way. I like being introverted. I like being shy. I like being quiet sometimes. It allows me to observe people and see things and notice things that other people don't notice. But I had to deal with fucking people telling me that what how I acted wasn't normal. What's normal? What normal to who? So I learned a lesson after I got to be in my 20s. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be socially awkward. I'm fucking weird. I'm fucking goofy. I don't like being around people. I have a hard time talking to people and relating to people when I don't know them. But once I know them, I warm up and I'm really outgoing and chatty. But when I first meet people, I'm nervous and I'm scary. And I learned to be like, you know what? That's cool. That's just it's something that I just have to deal with about myself. And it's something that I don't really want to change. And it hasn't really hindered my life. It hasn't really hindered my career. I'm an accountant. So accountants, we account. I like my job. I like the fact that I don't have to deal with people. I just deal with numbers and facts and spreadsheets and send people emails and barely talk and interact with people. I like that. But the idea that we all have to conform to some sort of standard that somebody has set, that's fucked up. Like, no, we don't have to. I don't want to conform. Oh, look, y'all see my leg? Oh, yeah, bitch. I was praying to God the camera didn't like land on my hoo ha because like I got my skirt pulled up. Like, camera, please don't land on my vagina. Ooh. You know, Jackie C says I talk when I have something and say otherwise I stay quiet. Exactly. You know, I'm a talker if I know you. Like, I get on these videos and I'm a fucking talker. Like, if you know me and you chop it up with me and like I'm comfortable with you, I'm a fucking talker. Like, I wanted to be a journalist because I'm a talker. But when I'm on stage or when I'm performing in front of a camera, that's different than me socially. Socially, I'm inept. Like, when it comes to me in a social situation, no. When it comes to me teaching people or talking about a topic I'm passionate about or doing a lecture, I have no problems getting on stage and doing a lecture, doing a presentation. I have no problem with that. That barely makes me nervous. But if I get off stage and I have to interact with people one on one and talk about myself, then that's when I get like all nervous and fidgety and shy. And I have a hard time with the social aspects of talking to people. But on camera, I'm good. I can chop it. I'm chopping it up with y'all. Some people can't get on camera. Some people's like, I don't know how you do what you do. How you have the confidence enough to get on camera. Camera doesn't bother me. Camera doesn't bother me. I don't mind people watching me. It doesn't. I have a voyeuristic streak. I don't mind people watching me. I don't mind watching people, but I just don't want to talk to them about like, you know, my life or my life skill. I just have a hard time, I guess, in person. In person, I get real self-conscious and like, oh my God, like is my hair out of place? And I start fidgeting with my hair a lot. And when I did my early videos, I used to fidget with my hair a lot and everything because I do have that level of self-consciousness. But I've, learned to mellow out and chill out and just, get used to that. But in person, I'm very fidgety. I'm very scary. Yeah, something you're passionate about. Yeah, exactly. And I'm passionate about a lot. If anybody is friends with me on Twitter, the infamous Kiki, you follow me on Twitter. Like you'll see the real me, like the vim and the vigor. I'll post stuff about my store and about my business, but then I post a lot of political stuff and a lot of my opinions and stuff like that. I've had several of my Twitter family have been kicked out of Twitter recently. They have had their accounts canceled, which is sad. But we kind of felt like it was coming because of their political leanings and activities and comments and posts and shit like that. So, but I don't give a fuck about Twitter. I don't give a fuck about social media. I do YouTube because I do it for fun. I like doing it. I do it for fun. So it is what it is. I hear people screaming and hollering. It's 12:24 as it say. But anyway, y'all, my computer's about to die. I would say to everybody, have a happy new year. I'm going to post some videos tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to sit back and rest and relax tomorrow and enjoy my, I've been on vacation. So I got to go back to work on Tuesday. So y'all, but anyway, I thank everybody for being here, for watching me. Like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. And until next time, people, this is the infamous Kiki, Jackie C, and everybody have a good night. Happy New Year to everybody, no matter what zone or coast you in. And I'm gonna sit back and relax and enjoy I'm gonna get another drink, sip on a little something, sit back and relax, watch some TV, get undressed. I have like this African dress on. It's very beautiful. If you would see the whole thing, the bottom, it's like this beautiful African dress. But you guys, good night. You have a good day. Good night. Bye.